mean, I put this white monster in the middle console 2 days ago. I had packed 2 shirts on top of it to keep it cold. I was supposed to take it out that day, but I forgot about it. And I took it out, and it's still cold. So, I am just the greatest to ever live, the smartest man alive, as well as one of the strongest, hopefully. We're gonna try and focus triceps today because I feel like my triceps are lacking. So hopefully we can balance it out a little bit. It's not like I haven't been working them as hard. It's just been working them later in the workouts. So hopefully with a focus on triceps, I can balance this out because I don't feel like getting enough work. One thing I kind of wanted to do was a pre-physique check, which is not really no more because I did some bench, but I thought about it afterwards. So all my other muscles, like my triceps and my biceps and my shoulders, all of those are pumped. So we're gonna see this. All of these are pretty like my upper chest and all that is pre-pumped, so we're still fresh, We'll be when we go out here and work as hard as possible. Sometimes it gets to me that I can almost full stack on these, when at the other gym I couldn't. Because just imagine that day that I hit the full stack and it's not enough to get, activation in the triceps. That would suck, but it's whatever. Did a little bit of camera work so that you guys can see both of them. I think I'm gonna do dumbbell curls today. Usually I usually use the straight bar, but kind of want to switch it up today, do something different. Activating the same muscles, pretty much. It's just I gotta figure out the weight. But I used to do them. I started the gym, but I started to prefer straight bar curls over dumbbell curls. Yeah, I should do them again. I have no idea how you guys feel about the difference between the two of them. I really don't see much of a difference personally. I know that isolating one side over the other is better for individual growth, but I feel like working them together pretty much gets the same result. Both of them are still moving the weight, but I don't know. I want to see your, in my opinion, you're still working the same muscles, you're still doing the same exercise, you're still getting the same amount of work. It's just instead, on one exercise you're doing with one arm, and on the other exercise both of them are together. Like if you're doing a press or a chest fly. I don't know. Just my opinion.
It's never for us to choose, so I'll be the strength in you. I'm holding on. Myself was never enough for me. Gotta be so strong. There's a power in what you do. Now every other day I'll be watching you. Oh, oh.
Sometimes you don't want to check the pump. This gym doesn't have as many mirrors. So, and really, I have to walk all the way across the gym, check the pump, and then come back. But I think it would be better if I just waited, check the pump at the end. Because it's on my pre-pump. It's on my pre-pump physique, and it'll be a little bit of a pace to see the pre-pump physique. But I tend to do all my cable exercises back to back to back. So I'll do my tricep push downs, curls, lateral raise, and then overhead tricep extension. Pretty much all back to back to back. That way I can knock out the cable machine quick, easy, like that. Because I don't want to hog the cable machine because we only have one here. For a lot of people, I can just sit on the free weight exercises because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of variations of them, and people have options. But when it comes to the cable machine, we don't really have many options other than the cable machine. So I'd like to knock all of that out real quick. It always tends to strain my wrist whenever I do the fundamentals. It's probably a common thing. Probably not a new thing. It's probably a common thing when it strains your wrist because of the grip bar. But it's whatever. I'm gonna do what I did with the triceps. Switch sides now. You guys can get both sides of the biceps. So you can see which one's better, which one's worse. Alright, I went a little too fast, got a little overzealous, and hit the muscle way too quick, but was fully recovered, so it's my fault. I had to do a little drop set to make up for that. I promise it won't happen again. I'm gonna have to use the bathroom again. I've been doing a crap ton of lateral raises, so I might do cable lateral raise and then skip the dumbbell lateral raise and just do shoulder press. My personal philosophy when it comes to exercise is that you generally don't need more than 8 reps. It's a little bit controversial, but I believe that if you can hit failure between 6 to 12 reps, that's the ideal. And some people go all the way to 12, while some people just go to 6. It honestly just depends on what works for you. But what I've managed to work with is about 8 reps to failure. If I hit failure at 8, perfect. If I go to 8 reps and I haven't hit failure yet, most of the time I hit more, because it just means I haven't loaded up enough weight yet. And if you do that, if you go to an exercise and you hit 8 reps, you can still go. You need to load up more weight. And if you go to 12 reps and you can just keep going all the way to 15 to 20, you definitely need to load up more weight. So, I will admit, the only exercise that I don't keep the same mentality about is lateral raises. Because most of the time, I can't load up enough weight to get 8 reps clean. You know what I mean? So generally, 8 to 10 reps, that's a good little space to keep it there. I have met a person who has managed to meet my level of goofiness. They're a pretty cool person. They watch my videos and stuff every time they come out, so that's a W. And they support me whenever I'm working out. Like, sometimes we'll call while I work out, and they'll be like telling me stuff. Makes me feel good. Makes me hyped up for the workout. So I've been reading Revenge of the Sith, the novelized version of it, by Matthew Stover. Kenzie Miller, so sorry. What's that about? Anyway, I've gotten to Dooku, and Dooku is a much different person than what he's characterized in Revenge of the Sith. He hates General Grievous because he's a cyborg. He hates Anakin because he's got a metal arm that he gave him, by the way. And he says, like, a gentleman would have learned to fight with one arm. And he wants Obi-Wan over Anakin. And I'm not really sure why that is. But, like, you know, Palpatine wants Anakin for his raw power and because he's the greatest Jedi of all time. Because he's the chosen one. But Count Dooku would rather have Obi-Wan. I think he said something about like how it's like how he is as a person. He just generally likes him more. But it's a little bit different than the movies were. A lot of the actions just a little bit different. Like the space battle in the movie was like 5-10 minutes. I haven't watched the movie in a while, so I don't know. But it was like 5-10 minutes, and then you get to the fight with Dooku pretty quickly. But in the book, the single chapter of the space battle took up like 1/10 of the book. So it was really long. And the chapter about Dooku, that one was pretty long too. I'm on the 3rd chapter now. And I've been reading it for like a week now, so, which is not very impressive because I read very slowly, but it's a much longer book than I've read before, if that makes sense. But I like it so far. And it seems like it's giving a lot more character to the characters, and I like that, you know? Goodbye, White Monster. I accidentally grabbed 40 and a 35, so it's my bad.